Managing on your own? As you like.
Alright, everybody.
Well,
Just one
fine.
second.
Just ignore me. What could
Okay.
I know?
So we
Well, come on.
have just gotten into the meat and potatoes of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We've just come from Rete to deliver a message to von Berghoff. If you've been following, you've seen what happened. We set up camp, we got attacked, all of our armor was gone because we took it off to bathe. So we've got no money, no armor, we're injured. Capon left us because we got into an argument after we got feces thrown at us from the castle walls at Trotsky because we were mistaken for beggars. And now we're here. Capon's gone, and it's up to us to get Henry ready to face the challenges set in front of him. We're going to need to get Groshen. We're going to need to get armor. We're going to need to get a horse. And some would argue the most important of all is we've got to find Mutt. Let's get it.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You don't have to thank me. I could have done without it. And that fracas in front of the tavern as well.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like...
Nah, I usually find
Then why are you...
sometimes, but because
I'd like...
you can.
So basically, all this is right here is just upping Henry's speech level. She's from here on out. She's not going to say anything important until you get to where you're asking for help. Then she'll tell you where you can find a horse where you might be able to get some clothes or where you might be able to get some grocery or whatever. But it's fine. You'll be able to find it all by yourself, even if you don't talk to her ever. It's not a necessity. The most important thing that she gives you is Tomcat, because Tomcat is the guy that teaches you the Master Strike. If you're gonna play the game and you're gonna use a sword, you have to learn Master Strike. If you don't, it's gonna make the game incredibly hard for you. But at the same time, when you learn Master Strike, it makes the game incredibly easy for you. So, for anybody looking for a more difficult playthrough, can either just not learn Master Strike so that they're not tempted to use it, or can use some of the other great weapons that they've got here, like maces, halberds, uh, clubs. They've got uh, axes, hammers, all kinds of stuff. So you don't have to do swords. They've got crossbows, they've got the new pistols, they've got the regular bow and arrows. I mean, you have so many ways to play this game. It is ridiculous. So many builds you can go with, so many weapons that you can center your builds around that it is outrageous. If you want my advice, don't stick to using just one weapon. I would use multiple weapons. I would max out every weapon handling skill that I could if it was me. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. Now, from here, you kind of make a choice about what kind of playthrough you're going to do. And it's no secret that there are different endings that you can get. And by different endings, I mean how certain people are going to see you at the end of the game. I'm not going to spoil that right now in case anybody that's watching this hasn't seen it. But you can either do an honorable playthrough or a dishonorable playthrough. And there are certain things that you're going to be faced with where you're going to have to make decisions as well that will affect that. So stuff like stealing, killing, all that stuff will determine the end outcome. If you want to do honorable, don't steal. Go out, do jobs, do side quests, look for treasures to get your groschen. You know, kill bandits, take their gear, sell it. That you can earn groschen like that for days. Uh, Otherwise, if you don't care about your honor, steal, and groschen won't even matter. All the best things in the game for you to get can be stolen, and you'll never have to pay a penny for them. But that's all personal preference.
Where are you headed?
For work. They all with the city.
You said...
I like,
Aha.
well, but I won't.
Why?
Why? I've been.
What do you...
I'll find.
Don't get you.
You mean I?
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
Okay, so Sir Brunswick's armor. Supposedly you had to get the gold edition in order to get Sir Brunswick's armor. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if you get it in an add-on later. I don't know if it's just with the gold edition or if you had to pre-order. I didn't look that far into it. But you can get Sir Brunswick's armor. It's not a bad armor set, but if you did the Twitch drops and you got the Warhorse armor and all that, and the Cut Purse armor, the Warhorse armor is better than Sir Brunswick's armor anyway, so you're not really missing out.
What armor are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. It's just a local legend. They say a famous knight lived here who killed a ferocious lion and saved a many-headed dragon. Or the other way round. It doesn't matter. I don't even know.
And is the armor real?
Maybe. Maybe not. Geibel, the scribe, might know something about it. He has a lot of learned books. I don't know my letters.
But I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
That's a pretty good idea. Tailor Bartoszek would probably throw you out of the shop. But if you can get by with things that are, let's say, slightly worn, then I could help you.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I really need...
I can...
I have no money.
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip supper.
Wow. I mean...
Yeah, don't start crying.
Damn. I could use a horse.
Don't exaggerate. This province...
Still, it'll be fun.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again.
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin.
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The law...
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Oh well. It was nice to meet you.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Alright, and from that point on, there's really nothing left to say.
Oh, I just remembered.
Hmm?
You can go back over the stuff that you already went back
I
over,
really better go.
Good luck.
but there's really no need to talk to her anymore. So from here, what you can do is you can come right up here towards Trotsky Castle. And what you're looking for, let's see, Trotsky Castle is going to be up here. Okay, let's run up here first. I'm assuming that some of you guys aren't going to be wanting to do the evil playthrough. But if you are, it's all the same. So if you come up to these trees here, they're just kind of on this bank where the road intersects. Come up here, you'll see blood. You'll find this guy.
Oh, God. He looks terrible. Why does he have a flute in his ear?
He'll have some bacon, a fox potion, some groschen, and
They
weak lime
didn't take
perfume.
anything from him.
And then he'll have a savior schnapps right there. He'll have a bohemian cap, which honestly isn't that much use to you, but you can sell it. And then you've got all these thistle here that you can pick, and the poppies, and the nettles. Surprised they didn't make these flowers into something pickable. They stand out like they should be. But anyway, that's not why we're here. Oh, look at that. We're gonna come right up here to the northeast side of the castle. And you'll see what we're gonna go and do here. Now obviously, if you did pre-order the game, you'll get the Master Huntsman's clothing and bow, crossbow, stuff like that. and it'll come with arrows. So you'll have a clothing set to start out with. The clothing set itself won't get you into the wedding. The charisma's not high enough. But, you know, some people don't have the ability to do that. I did, but that's just me, you know. There are other people that were not able to do stuff like that, and that's fine. You know, you don't have to get special editions of a game just to make it playable. Now, where we're trying to get to is right down there. See that tree there? We're going to come here. We're going to walk down these rocks here. Cut Henry's feet up pretty bad. Walk right up to these rocks here. This pile of leaves is underneath this tree, just overlooking the archery camp beneath Trotsky Castle. There's a watermelon right here, in case your dude is hungry, which Henry is.
What do we have here?
Always feeling
A
quite
bag of
hungry.
silver.
So, buried in these rocks is 549 groschen, coupled with the 80 groschen that you get from finding that dead guy down there. Take all that. And now we have 632 groschen. And we have some clothes. So let's go ahead, put our clothes back on. Nourishment's at 96. Go ahead and eat a couple of apples. We're going to read the recipe we got for Savior Schnapps. Now let's take a look at this Fox Potion, because I was talking about this in the last video. It increases your speech by 3 and increases your reading speed for a day. That's not really necessarily the best potion in the world yet. When you get to where you can make Henry level potions, this will give you plus 50% XP gain for 2 in-game days. That is outrageous, especially in the beginning. So that's something that you're going to want to get as soon as you possibly can. And the best way to do that, I'll show you. I'm not going to do it right now, but I will show you how to do it. This is just another way you could have gotten to that gold, or that groschen. So the groschen actually belongs to one of the guys that hangs out down here. He's standing over there. And he'll say, "Oh yeah, I lost some silver here back a long time ago."
Greetings.
Alright, let's see.
This could use some repairs.
Okay, I don't have anything that needs repairs that he can repair. Let's see, let's bring this over here. Bring this over here. And why not take the extra charisma? Okay. Now let's see what this guy's got for sale.
Show me your way.
Okay, all he has is a bow and a crossbow. It's a marksman kit.
Oh well, what can you
Okay.
do? Farewell then.
Now really, you can get some food here for later. And then what we can do from here, some long range arrows here. It's not really worth picking up. There's only 3 of them.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read. But it was my master's beloved who sent it. That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
Would you like me to help you look?
There's no point now.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
So, we're not really dressed for the occasion. And your dress is what's going to affect this dialogue option. So if I do that, I'm going to fail. So, best off just to
Are you
go
sure?
along with what he says.
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from... I can tell you to stop when I've had enough. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by...
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am?
He's not really going to fight back, so it's kind of a nice little unarmed increase without having to try too hard. All right, there he goes. He's unconscious. He's going to wake up. Then we're going to talk to him again. And he's going to be like, thank you.
All right.
Oh, that was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
What did
See
I
you
do
later.
to you?
Okay. So while we're here, we might as well come up here and discover Trotsky Castle. There we go. So now we've got that as a fast travel point. Here's the archery range. Here is where you'll find the treasure. Now we're going to come back down here to Troskowitz.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Jeherovka spring.
You're no longer in mortal danger. God bless you.
And get this, Miller Boschka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So, somebody...
Now, here is the easiest way to increase your alchemy skill. You're going to want to make marigold decoctions.
Hail.
I'm just getting the recipe right now because we don't actually have the recipe yet. Okay, so all we're going to need is nettles and marigolds. we'll go ahead.
My God. Oh, what?
Good heavens. You're seeing this.
Get some marigolds. Now, if you want to be kind of cheesy, you don't actually have to have the recipe to make
Lob sei Gott.
these potions. All you have to do is know how to make them. And once you make it, the recipe shows up in your book. Now all we got to do is find some nettles. There's some hanging out around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, you don't want to rob those because you're in broad daylight. Here's some nettle right here. Go ahead and collect that wormwood. Because that wormwood is going to come in real handy later. Matter of fact, it's going to come in real handy right now. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make a marigold potion and a bane potion. Alright, I think that's enough. Now we did find all of that groschen. So what we can do is we can come in here, talk to this guy,
Show me
trade, come down here. We can get the recipe for marigold decoction right here for 160 groschen. Right? So you get that. He won't have the recipe for a bane potion, but you are going to need these. I know you're like, why are you spending all your money on herbs? Well, trust me, you're going to want them.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
All right, so now we've got the recipe for marigold decoction. That's just where you can get it. Always try to keep yourself clean. I know this feels like it's moving kind of slow. Trust me, after we do this, it's going to move on pretty quick. We'll wait till after we do this. We'll go ahead and we'll dry everything right now. This is just going to preserve everything, make it last a whole lot longer. Okay. So now, we're going to go in here. So you've got Save Your Schnapps potion right off rip. They give you the recipe for it at the old woman's hut. So you just hold E to prepare. And then if your eyes are good enough, you can stand here, kind of position this right here, and read that you'll need water, a handful of nettle, and 2 handfuls of marigold. And what you're going to do is add the nettle to the cauldron, boil for 2 turns, grind the marigold, add it to the potion, and pour. So it's 1 nettle, 2 marigold. So you get this water. And you're going to want to follow this step by step just starting out to make the strongest one you possibly can. So we can go ahead and we can add that there. Go ahead and grind your 2 handfuls of marigold. Put it in the dish. Alright, now we're going to boil this for 2 turns. Let it start to boil. As soon as you see the steam. And then right about there. Boom. Watch that sand. As the sand gets down to where it's bottlenecking down right in the center, boom. Lift it up. Alright. Now we take these, add them in there. Bada boom. It's already ground. Now let's read this, make sure that's what we had to do. Yep. Boil 2 turns, grind the marigold, add it to the cauldron, pour. So now all we have to do is pour. And this will give you the best amount of XP for something simple and easy to brew. See right there, we already leveled up in alchemy. Alright. So now, we don't have the recipe for Bane Potion. So we're going to need this, some belladonna, some wormwood, I believe that's it. And then the base is wine. So you're going to take the wine, you're going to pour it in the cauldron. And then you're going to add the wormwood, which is 1 handful, to the cauldron. You're going to boil it for 2 turns. Alright, then you're going to grind the belladonna, which you need 2 handfuls of. Go ahead and throw that in there. Then you're going to boil it for 1 turn using the bellows. And then take it off the heat. Then you're going to add in your mushroom. your vial and distill. And that'll give you Bane poison. Alright. And that's all we're going to need for right now. Honestly, doing that doesn't take too awful long at all to level up your alchemy. So we've got a level we can put in here. I like to go Charming Man. Then we got Agility. I like to go Deft Hands. Vitality. He can feel quite hungry a little bit later. Alright, so just starting out. When selling weapons, armor, or clothing that are in near perfect or perfect condition, you'll gain 10% more money for them. Now, you would sit here and you would be like, oh man, yeah, I want that. But here's the thing. When you're running around killing bandits left and right, getting all this stuff and then going and selling a bunch of it, you're going to be weighed down. And you're going to want to get rid of as much of the stuff as possible. Especially here in the first region, the traders don't have that much money. So that is actually going to hurt you more than it helps you right there. So you can go down here to Silver Tongue, get a +4 speech bonus when haggling. There you go. Bada boom. That way, if you're getting close to a price and you don't want to go too far over a price when you're trying to sell some shit, just haggle. And this will help you get all of their money. Okay. So we got 13 perk points. So alchemy, potion seller. You can sell potions you brew for 30% more. Raw foods and herbs will spoil 50% slower. While brewing potions, your energy will slowly replenish and your nourishment will not decrease. I'm not worried about that. So we're going to earn more for our potions. Craftsmanship. Armor and clothing that you repair yourself with the kits will make less noise. 7-league boots, whatever, razor sharp. That's the one you're going to want to start with. Night training, nah. Saddler, there you go, cobbler's kits. Houndmaster, go ahead and do search. Stealth. Bushman, less noise in bushes. Make it easier for you to defeat them. Fleeting shadow. Natural camouflage. Let's go one way or another. Oop, we got one more. So let's do fleeting shadow. Survival. Flower power. Gives you more charisma. And then, let's see. Wanderer, Master Cook, on the Poacher's Trail. There you go. Herbs, game, hides, and trophies for double the price. Boom. Thievery. Nimble Fingers. No. Silent Fiddler. Lockpicking. Absolutely. Combat. Alright. Steadfast. Yep. I'm not worried about head protection because I don't have a helmet. Tendon Slicer. Opening Strike. I always like to do that one. Precise Strike. I always like to do that one. Marksmanship. Let's do Steady Aim. Boom. You're done. I think that was all of them, wasn't it? Yeah. So now, over here, we have our Marigold Decoctions, which heal 25 health over a minute. Hangover passes 100% faster. And then we've got Bane. So it decreases their health by 110 in 45 seconds. Now, when you make the Henry level, it decreases it by 110 in 15 seconds. So it's really, really helpful. And they cannot run. That is the main thing. No matter what level this is, as far as I know, they cannot run. So if you run up on a gang of bandits and you're dressed like this with no armor and you have this on some arrows or even just on your sword, you're golden, pony boy. You can kill them, take their gear, and get the hell out of Dodge. That's why I like to do the Bane push. People call it cheesing. I don't care.
God bless you.
What the hell?
Let's go in
Welcome.
here and see what
A
this
few
guy's doing.
days ago, when I salvaged... Were there any... You back and for... If you... And where did... I can't...
Yep, got a wagon. Sorry to
Made
hear
you-
that. It's
I'm
over
not...
that hill,
aber das ist
across me,
also...
whatever.
Where can I... If you want, have fun. We do not... The great... No, when... Can I... Some Glück... Oh,
Just
there is...
upgraded his speech right here.
Nichts weiter. Along the... But of the... Is there an... Oh, yeah. Rest of... Where do you... The club, half of that. Is it far? Wenn du was... I do not... Is that certain? Here in the... I under... Us. That is so... So you've already... About the... Every... So the... Yeah, the... Show me your...
Alright, so there's a Burger's hunting sword. It does 65 damage. Ours does 46. That's definitely better than what we've got. But... look at these three here. Buy a spade. It's not a lot of money. And... let's go with...
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf
let's
Wiedersehen.
get that. Alright. Let's start making our way this way. Now here's the thing. We've already done all of that, which really, you would be like, oh man, that's not a whole lot. Yeah, you think that until you lose your progress. Save your game. Now, you don't want to be running around everywhere, do you? I didn't think so. So we're gonna go get a horse. Now occasionally you'll come by here and there will be some people camped right here and you can get some nice dyes, some nice clothes, whatnot. Yeah, it is what it is. Right here, these guys are camping over here by this pit.
Did you hear about what happened? God be with you. You must be parched. What say you have a drink with us?
God be with you.
I don't know what he's got going on, but let's come over here and talk to this guy.
I don't have a lot of time, but I'm always up for a game.
I hear you. Never any nothing for it but to perch here and
What do you mean for your tree? But what's the...
inch. And now,
Yep, they're waiting to cut down a
What's
tree.
me and you.
Yeah.
Whoa, now.
Why don't...
Vagrant. And don't.
Come on then.
Let's see what you...
Alright, now we're gonna fist fight this guy.
Go fuck yourself. Hey, nice. Go on, parry. Oh, Christ. That was something! Oh, Christ! Go on, parry! Not like that, for fuck's sake! Bad luck!
I don't know why you can't block any of his hits after that.
Look out!
Just kind of bugged we didn't have a conversation afterwards or anything. Oh well. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get some of our health back.
I thought someone was creeping around.
Now, the more your strength goes up, the better you're going to be in fist fights.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Wash up every chance you get. Let's take a look at this fox potion. Increases your speech by 3. Let's go ahead and take that.
Wait, that's my Pebbles. My girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
What do you know? It's our horse.
Greetings to you.
What would you like? That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not, so you are out of luck.
Look, you know they attacked an entourage by that pond, right?
I heard about it. That news spread through the land like wildfire.
And the one who sold it to you told you he found it by the pond, right?
Well, he did, aye.
So it's not entirely impossible she belonged to me.
Maybe not impossible, but I paid for her.
Aye, but just a few groschen. You said so yourself. Wouldn't you rather be in the good graces of someone who might have been part of that expedition?
Maybe so. All right, I'll give her to you. But you owe me one. Go and get her then. If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her.
Now, I made the mistake the first time I got this horse back of buying tack.
We're gonna miss that one.
Don't do that. They give you tack for the horse. It's not great, but it is tack nonetheless. Go ahead and move that to your horse. Move that to the horse too. You don't need that. Go to your horse. Equip. Equip. Bada boom. You've got a horse, and you didn't pay a single groschen for it.
Easy, good horse.
Now, if you're like me and you make dumb decisions and you get in fights that you shouldn't, go ahead and come over here.
Whoa, whoa.
Just catch you a little nap. Just long enough to get your health back up. Get you a rest or wait a couple hours. Energy nourishment's at 74. Let's eat some bacon.
Gah! Gah!
Now where we're gonna want to go is to the B icon. Right up there. And normally I would fast travel, but with pebbles, when you ride pebbles for 35 some odd kilometers, you'll end up getting a perk called Good Old Pebbles, and it makes her stats go up to competible with the best horses in the game. So you really never have to get another horse.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah. Quick! Quick! Gah! Gah! Go! Quick! Go!
On your way, stop right here. You can get a permanent room with storage.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Yeah, yeah. Leave me alone.
Just you wait.
What?
Good man, hold on.
What's going on?
Do you have any coin to spare?
I can spare you a few coins. It's a lot more than I normally give, I have to say.
Thank you so much. May the Lord repay your kindness.
Tell me, how come you're begging? What happened to you?
Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. I am no beggar. I simply find myself in a bind compelling me to rely on the kindness of good people.
So, you're begging?
But I'm not a beggar.
Why are you asking for charity? Fancy an ale, eh? The amount you're looking for, it sounds like you plan on downing a whole keg.
That wouldn't go amiss, but really, I need the coin so I can travel to Vlashim.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two's ride.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. That is true. I'll join a caravan, ride along, pay for my way, my provisions and such.
Begging, but not a beggar, and he needs money to get to Vlashim. Oh, I've come across a fair few beggars before, but none have ever said that to me.
Must be a coincidence.
Look, you can tell me what's going on here.
I can't. You're prying way too much as it is.
And you're surprised? I run into beggars, but never any like yourself. Something's obviously fishy here.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I simply want to reach Vlashim. You know, see a bit of the world and that.
Look, no more games.
I've told you.
Farewell. May you travel safely.
Yes.
Speech isn't good enough yet. That guy is actually a noble who was imprisoned and escaped and is on his way back home. Later on, if you give him the money,
Good to see you, friend.
later on, you'll find him in the next region. And
Greetings.
he'll give
What do you
money
need?
back.
I need a place to sleep.
And it can be
All right, here's the money.
agreed then. Anyone can take care.
Alright, so after all that, we're down to 64 groschen. But that's fine. So if you did Twitch drops, got the gold edition, whatever, you'll have these shields, crossbow, these clothes and armor already in your possession. Now, I am not going to use any of this. Could, I very well could. I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to wear it. I'm going to play like I don't even have it. For the plain and simple reason that some people don't have it. But that's where you'll find it. Now, we're going this way.
Ka! Go! Quick! Ka!
Alright. Now there's a bandit up here. So just like I said earlier, we're going to take this. We're going to apply it to our hunting sword. And then if you look, it's got the 3 drops. It's poison.
Hey! Go to hell!
There's health's going down. He can't run.
I knew it was spoiled. I feel awful.
Now you don't really want to spend a whole, you don't want to hit him too many times because it'll wear the potion off of your blade. Just keep him at bay and he'll die. Right now. Alright, just like that, we've got another gambeson. Got some wine, a few groschen, some clothes to sell. What kind of sword did he have? He had a hunting sword too. There's a horse here. It's already dead, so waste not, want not. I got some horseshoes. I'm not worried about the meat. Mushroom. Not worried about anything else that's on him. There's no more bandits. So right off rip, we've at least got some better armor for our horse. So we can drop that. We can drop that.
Quick! Quick!
Oh, these look like the other two bandits.
Whoa!
Well, yep, our weapon is still poisoned. I say let's get him. Alright, so he's poisoned. So now I'm not worried about him.
Oh, Christ! You'll pay for that, you horse! Horrible. What could have caused them?
Now I'm not worried about either one of them. Now I'll just keep backing up. Let them die.
You can't get away from me! I can't shoot through you!
And there they are. Just like that. So they killed that traveling salesman with the odd shit. There you go. It's a better sword than what we had. Got a bow, axe, arrows, torch. Alright. First things first, we're going to take anything stolen, move it to the horse. Now, the rest of this, we can choose from, not have to worry about anything. So we're obviously going to swap to this after our poison wears off of our military sword, or our hunting sword. Let's go sort this by strength, go to armor. We're going to go mail coif, bell-shaped hat. We'll keep the hood on. then we'll go Gambeson, Halberg, gauntlets, quilted hose, half plate legs, soft shoes, and we're ready to rock and roll. Now we can move that stuff to the horse. Move that and that to the horse. We'll bring that down here. Put that there. Bring that over here. We'll put the 100 one here. Drop that. And then we'll use this. On these arrows. And we'll attach those to the bow. And we're good to go. And that's why Bane Potion rules.
Go! Quick! Ka!
Ow!
Ka! Go!
Sorry, my keys are sticking just a little bit. Yeah, I should have turned off back there.
Go! Quick! Ka! 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 Quick!
Whoa!
All right. So, at the beginning of this, we set out to get a horse, some money, some armor. And we've done that. It was simple, easy, quick, bang, 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 back to back to back. Everything got done relatively quick and in a hurry. I got lucky running up on those bandits when I did. Otherwise, I probably still wouldn't have any armor. But there's bandits everywhere. Now, this is where we're at. We're in Takov. We're here at Radovan the Blacksmith. And this is going to be our best inn for the wedding. Not to mention free room and board and all the money that we can make selling him stuff made with his own product. On that note, that's it for today. I appreciate y'all. Anybody that watches this, if you like it, leave a comment, like the video, may even subscribe. Either way, anything's appreciated. If you have any notes, leave them in the comments. I appreciate you.